I did it just because of the miseducation. Congressman Woodson said on page 82 of the miseducation of the Negro, that there's two types of knowledges. One that's given to you, and the other you acquire on your own. And of the two, the latter is the greater, the second. So I'll leave with that as far as critical race theory, because it's just a conversation to distract us from other things that are going on in our government. Secondly, this brother right here stood up as 25 years old, and I'm thinking, golly, I could have a son his age. But as I heard him talk, I thought about my mentor on the west side of Chicago, which some of you may have heard of. His name is Dr. Jawanza Kajufu. He wrote the book, Countering the Conspiracy to Destroy Black Boys. He gave it to me at age 10 years old at my church. He contends that you can't teach a child you don't love. You can't teach a child you don't understand. And you can't teach a child that you're afraid of. Right? So when this young brother stood up and said that, he's really telling the truth about how we see ourselves. Right. If he's walking down the street and you got your Louis Vuitton purse, you probably don't want to walk on the same side of the street. Right. So, as the judge says, we have to come back to our communities. We can't break our arms on the back, patting ourselves, and moving on saying, I got mine and you got yours to get. So, that's one part. When it comes to the abortions, my mother was pro-life, and I'm glad that she was. Because she didn't have a man, and she had me, and I'm grateful. That's right. But I do live as a student of Tupac Shakur, who made a statement, if a man can't make one, he has no right to tell a woman when and where to create one. I kind of fall back sometimes because I don't want to push my sisters on what they should and should not do with their bodies. However, when I first saw my sister fight on the Breakfast Club, throwing these dudes and the young lady around like she was Mufasa, it was like the statement that she made about us having a black army and we talking about us saving our people or having even black votes. We're killing them. I respect that position. But I also understand too that it's a numbers game. And just like CRT, we have to be careful because the agenda may not be as prevalent for us or as apparent for us as it may be for the white male structure. Because their numbers are decreasing. And so they're telling their women what they shouldn't do with their bodies too, because they need those babies even more than we do. Because in the year 2040, we could just do the math. They'll be the minority. So I would have pin in that. But the other thing, lastly, I'll say,